I would buy that lamp in a second.
No, we're in big time trouble.
Kevin's got his finger on the pulse of the doll.
They were all reproductions. Forget about it.
I think I scored big.
This is a total fake.
Whoa.
Welcome to Brimfield, Massachusetts, where outdoor flea markets and antique shows don't come any bigger or better. With over 6,000 dealers spread out over 21 fields of booths, either tented or full Monte al fresco, Brimfield dealers are some of the savviest antique experts in the world. John Bruno and Kevin Bruno know this market inside and out. As former Brimfield dealers themselves, they may think they have the edge in this competition. But don't rule out Bob Richter. He may be a newcomer to this world-famous marketplace, but Bob knows quite a few of the New York-based dealers here. With no real connections to people or place, Miller Gaffney is the odds maker's long shot. She may be the underdog, but as they say in the South, that dog won't hunt because this woman is a bloodhound when it comes to sniffing out good deals. Each of our pickers knows that losing at Brimfield is going to hurt way more than anywhere else.
This neck of the woods is known for, well, where we are for starters, the biggest outdoor flea market in the country, but also for glorious fall foliage and blistery cold winters. In 1891, Dr. James Naismith, a phys ed teacher in this area, was determined to keep his students active during those frigid Massachusetts months. He came up with an activity that involved nailing a peach basket to a 10-foot elevated track, and that's how the game of basketball was invented. So, toss the ball and grab your cash.
Look out, Kevin.
Because the only net in this game is net profit.
Okay.
Here are the rules for the competition. There are 3 rounds of buying. Pickers get $2,000 each for their individual buying rounds and $500 per team for the buy and sell round.
Sounds like a shopping spree to me.
The round 1 target item must be 1 item only, unless what they're buying is being sold as a set or a pair. The target item will be chosen by an appraiser at Cowan's Auctions in Cincinnati, Ohio, where all of today's items will be sold.
The target item this time is to find art pottery. What you want to look for is aesthetically designed. Names to look for: Ruby, Van Briggle, Newcomb, Rookwood especially, because that's a Cincinnati favorite.
Yes.
Nice. There's a lot of pottery around here.
There really is.
Maybe.
Game time will be kept by this shelf clock at the Old Sturbridge Village Museum. Pickers have 1 hour to find their target item, starting now.
Good luck.
All right, good luck.
All right, see ya.
Who's got some good high-end art pottery for me to look at? Well, art pottery is going to be some of the great makers during the early 20th century. Good Owens pottery, possibly some good Rookwood pottery.
Tico, Van Briggle, and George Orr.
It doesn't just have to be like a standalone piece of pottery. It could be a beautiful lamp.
And the reason Cowan does so well with the art pottery is that all the American art pottery companies are from the Ohio River Valley. It's where the best clay is found. Manufacturers have been there since the mid-1800s to this very day.
I'm thrilled. Art pottery is all over the place here at Brimfield. This is going to be not an easy target, but it's going to be a good target.
Miller is right on 2 counts. There's plenty of art pottery at Brimfield, and it's not going to be easy, mostly because there's so much territory to cover in so little time. The Brimfield show is actually 21 independent antique shows in different fields on either side of a mile-long stretch of Route 20. Seems to me she's already stumped as to where to go.
Huh.
I love art pottery. In fact, I have quite an enormous collection of it. One of the fields here at Brimfield is called Maze, and I know several dealers carry great pieces of art pottery. There are certain American art potteries that do well at Cowan's. I also think that European art pottery would do well if it was very special there.
They're French.
They're beautiful. What are you asking for?
6,000.
Bob is the only picker who thinks European art pottery would do well at an Ohio auction house, the state in which some of the best American art pottery is made.
They're incredible.
Art pottery. I'm thinking of going over to the New England Motel. The New England Motel has a lot more pottery dealers. Right off the bat, we find something interesting. Unfortunately, it's a fabulous piece, but it's Austrian. We're looking for American art pottery, though. Hey, I've been shopping on this field, set up on this field as dealers for over 30 years. I know half the dealers on the field. So it's great to see the familiar faces. I know I'm going to see a ton of people in here. This is going to be a fun day. We'll talk later. Have fun. American art pottery. Rookwood. You got a minute? You come talk. Tell us about Rookwood art pottery.
Well, pottery founded in Cincinnati around the late 1800s. They turned over. I can show you the date. Under the mark, there's a Roman numeral, and that indicates 1910.
I like that one.
I figured you would. Okay, this is what they call the scenic vellum. A vellum is a glaze that Rookwood used from the early 1900s up through the 40s.
You have $25.75 on this. I need to be able to find something that I can buy at an affordable price. You know Rookwood, I know Rookwood. So why should we play the game?
Well, most of my prices are pretty much at retail.
Rookwood is Cincinnati's native son of art pottery, so obviously it has local appeal. But is buying Rookwood to flip at Cowan's auction a bit like carrying coal to Newcastle? If John ends up purchasing this high-end local brand, he better find an unusual piece at a price well below retail because Cincinnati bidders know their Rookwood.
How you doing? You got any art pottery back there I can buy? American art pottery? You don't? Ah.
Like John Bruno, Kevin Bruno is a former Brimfield dealer, so he's very familiar with the lay of the land here.
Who's got some good high-end art pottery for me to look at?
Kevin likes to pursue the road less traveled, looking for good buys in less obvious places. In this case, he's walking through a parking lot, hoping to find some art pottery that dealers haven't even unloaded yet.
American art pottery? No? Good names? No? Okay. Nobody knows. Actually, I see some pottery right down here. It's actually a nice looking piece.
Yeah.
What would be the very, very best on something like this?
$2.15.
Sold.
$2.15?
Yeah.
Can I make you a cash offer on it?
Try me.
$1.75 cash offer.
Yeah, I can't. That's like about what I paid for it.
Right now I'm trying to research, see if I can find anything on this exact lamp. And I can't find anything exact on it. It's a good looking piece. It's Van Briggle and it's pretty nice. And it's only $215. And it's signed with the conjoined A for artist and Ann Van Briggle. That's what it stands for. Would you sell it for $1.90?
Let me see what I paid for it. It has two.
200 bucks? Yeah.
To do it?
All right, I'll
Okay.
take it for two. Two's cool. Two's fair. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
$200. It was
with it.
great. Thank you.
2,500.
I knew this was going to be more than I can pay, but
Yeah, it's Tico.
I know. I knew it was Tico because of the
Because of
base.
buttress,
Yes, but I haven't seen it with this floriform design around the
great?
top.
Just a little stylized thing
Yeah,
going on.
absolutely.
Yeah. You know, he worked with Frank Lloyd Wright. They executed his designs. That's Villeray and Bach, if you can believe it.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, this is great looking. How much is this guy?
$350,
Okay. So you could probably come down to like two.
$275.
Just good for me to know.
This was a classic Bob Richter pre-negotiation. Bob likes to hear in advance what the dealer's rock-bottom price is, so if he circles back, he can start thinking about how much further down he'll try to get him to go.
I recognize this clock from the garage.
Lon Manning is a dealer Bob knows from a Manhattan flea market called The Garage.
Lonnie, good to see you again.
I see it in the garage.
Yeah, absolutely, all the time. I love his merchandise. He has beautiful things. I'm thinking about the Villeroy and Bach vase because I think it's interesting enough. I'm also keeping my eyes peeled and I know I have a little time and I want to maximize that time.
Okay, this is the best thing I've seen so far. This nice saltware pitcher, 19th century. That's not really what does well at Cowan's. I think it'd do decent. For this saltware pitcher, you're asking $250. Would you take $125?
Can't do that. We can't go too
That's
high.
pretty high for $250 for this.
Well, birds are good.
It's not spectacular.
Miller just asked the dealer whether he'd cut his price in half and then went on to diss the merchandise. It's best she move on, especially since this picture doesn't qualify as art pottery.
No, I'm gonna go back into Harlem Art because everything else I've seen out there is mainly junk and reproduction.
Well, so far you've got the best selection of American art pottery that I've seen.
That's a nice little Lenore Asbury.
Lenore Asbury.
She's, again, one of the better artists. She did a lot of floral work. She did a lot of scenic vellums. Very, very, very accomplished artist. On her floral work, you can see how she outlines everything.
Yeah,
in
very distinctive. And the age of that, your age?
It's 1920.
20. And you've got 17 on that. So what could you do on something like this?
We could be like $12.50 on this one. And there's probably money left in it at that price. It's a nice, substantial size piece.
Could it beat you up to an even 12?
Yeah, you could do that.
I like this a lot. I think I can make a few bucks out of it.
I think so too.
I think we got a deal.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you very much. The people in Cincinnati will love it. It's coming home.
Yeah.
And that's where it belongs.
Yeah. I'm a happy camper. I gotta pet the flamingo.
John is the second picker to buy his target item.
All right, we gotta hustle.
But it's hard to tell if Miller is still looking for art pottery or just trying to find her car.
Forget it.
This happens to me all the time at Dodger Stadium. I always think I'm gonna remember where I parked, and then I don't write it down, and I never do.
We're in big time trouble. I thought that art pottery would be pretty simple. It turned out to be very challenging. I think it was I went to the wrong fields, so I just had some bad luck. Do you have any rookwood?
No rookwood today.
Oh, I'm in so much trouble.
Miller is in trouble, not just because she may run out of time and have to pay a $50 penalty to each of her opponents, but with all of the available art pottery at Brimfield, returning empty-handed would be downright embarrassing.
Hey, Lonnie.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity,
you
what
go.
was
Now
the
you
very
know.
best on the Villeroy and Bach? Because I have to cover a little territory.
$275.
For an old garage buddy, 200 bucks?
2 cash.
All right.
All right, Bob.
Not bad. I feel great about what I just bought. It's pre-1920, it's Art Nouveau, it has a great shape, it has great decoration, a great name to it, and I got a terrific price. He came down from $375 to $200. That's almost cut in half. So I know I'm gonna make money on it. I feel really confident about this piece. What's up, Kev?
Hey, what's happening,
Hey,
Bob?
how'd you do?
I did all right. How'd you do?
Yeah, me too.
Let's get back. We're
All right,
back.
Kev, we made it.
Good job. I hear somebody.
Hey!
How you doing? You all
made
worked
it.
out? Where's Miller?
Look who's not here.
Oh, no.
Miller is the only picker who hasn't found her target item, and time is running out.
Where is it? I'm on a time restraint, so do you have any rookwood?
I do have rookwood. This is a very rare bowl. That's Roseville. And I actually have a very rare piece of full birch.
What are you asking for that? Oh, my.
Okay, I have, let's see, I have a small Van Briggle right here.
What are you asking for?
Around 2 on that.
Would you take 125?
Let me check.
Okay.
That little guy there is 185.
I know, but that size is so small.
And it's very rare. You don't find them that small.
I know, but can you do 125?
You gotta give dealer Todd Clemens credit for turning the tiny size of this Van Briggle piece into a rare advantage. Did you notice how neither Todd nor his wife Michelle referred to it as a vase or even a pot? Todd just called it the little guy.
That little guy there is 185.
Can you do 125? Can we do 140?
Do I hear 150?
Yeah!
Can I tell you on that? No, 165. They're too hard to find. We've been collecting for 35 years. You know how many of those I've had in Mountain Craig Brown? You're looking at it.
Okay, you said 160? It's cash.
I know you can buy me a coffee later. We'll call it even.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay, so 160?
You can have it 160.
Thank you. Tell me your name.
Todd.
Todd, you're
My
so
wife's
nice.
Michelle.
Oh, thank you, Todd and Michelle. Yay! Okay. Okay. 20, 40. I had 5 minutes to go when I bought my item. Ideally, looking back, I probably would have purchased something with more height or a different color. Maybe I'm glad I bought that little piece because it wouldn't be so much a loss in the end if it doesn't do well. Okay, I'm gonna get that coffee for you later. Okay. 2 minutes. Oh, I forget where we are.
It's 12:29.
Yeah, she's got 1 minute.
12:29. Counting down.
Unbelievable. Cutting it good.
Oh! You
Just made it. Hey, my clock just turned 12:31.
Made it, Miller.
The 4 pickers will now assess all the items to determine if they fulfill the target round assignment, art pottery. Pickers can reject any item for whatever reason they choose. Wrong or right, majority rules.
All right, guys. There you go. Nice Van Briggle, artisan
Very
and Van
nice.
Briggle.
And Cowan sells Van Briggle.
Right, and that was kind of one of the things they want us to look for, so I thought it would
Absolutely.
be kind of cool with the price point and everything. I think it's a winner.
It's nice.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up? Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
The mark with it, cool.
Okay, I'll go next.
All right, cool, Bob. What do you got?
All right. Another piece of art pottery here.
Ooh.
Art
Isn't
Nouveau.
it beautiful?
Is it Newcomb?
No, it's Villeroy and Bosch.
Oh, really?
Yep. I love the incising, like right here, and I love the floral pattern. Probably pre-1920.
Yeah. That's a beautiful piece.
I give you a thumbs up on it.
Yeah,
You know, it's
thank
definitely
you.
a piece of art pottery. It's got a great look.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Millie, you go next. Come on.
Okay. Good things come in small packages. Van Briggle.
Oh, very nice.
Very sweet.
Definitely Van Briggle.
Look at this beautiful glaze.
Whole desert motif and feel to it.
And Miller, I have to just say too, all that running around, you come back with a little tiny piece of Van Briggle just under the wire. You got kind of real lucky there.
Hey, it's not the size that matters, Kevin.
Oh, jeez. Cool. Fits
Cool.
the bill.
That
Good
guy
job.
really- I guess I'm next.
What does it come in pieces? Rookwood?
Rookwood, Lenore Asbury, 1920. I love the color combinations. Met all my aesthetics, and it's just priced.
Pay
right.
over 1,000?
I was priced right.
It's lovely.
Yeah, it's a good piece. Yeah. So, did I do it?
Oh, yeah,
Thumbs up.
absolutely. Did do it.
Excellent. Thanks, guys.
You've seen the shelf clock. Now let's hear more about it.
This is made by Aaron Willard about 1820. The face of this clock with its Arabic numerals is painted steel that's made dome-shaped by a process called raising, hammering it. One of the distinctive features of this timepiece is the reverse glass painting on the front panels of the clock. Very often the maker did put his name and location on the face of the clock as a form of advertisement.
For the bonus round, we have a twist. Our pickers are teaming up to sell an item they bought earlier in the morning right here at Brimfield.
Come on.
Good luck. Come on.
Each team had a budget of $500 to buy one item.
Put it up at 150 and see what we negotiate.
How did John and Miller end up with this vintage leather suitcase? And Bob and Kevin with this Venetian glass lamp they're now trying to sell? Let's rewind the clock and find out.
I know a guy in the front field here that I can buy really well off of.
All right.
Okay? I know he's got a nice pair of boxes out there.
Okay.
And I know we can buy him cheap.
Okay. I love Kevin Bruno. He's got great energy. He doesn't mess around when it comes to haggling and shopping. I felt immediately confident.
Sandy, what's up, brother?
Right.
Hey, I wanted to take a look at these boxes right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, these are really nice ones.
Okay.
Rose medallion, 19th century, and they're both in really good shape.
They're in great shape.
But when they started negotiating, they just couldn't get the dealer to go low enough.
How much did you say?
$575 listed on the tool.
Right, $250 for two would be cool.
That would be really cool for you guys. I'd go $475.
Oh, come on.
Maybe we can find something else.
Yeah, I bet you can.
So it was on to plan B.
What do you have in your mind?
I just came across some enameled candlesticks.
On the way to find those candlesticks, something else caught Kevin's eye.
I kind of caught it out of the corner of my eye walking by. Holy.
It's 135 bucks. We turned around and we saw this lamp. It's the real deal. It's Murano glass, and in addition, it has this added fruit and stuff like that. It's got all the gold flecking. It's
Got all
freaking
the lattice
awesome.
work. It's probably
Yeah.
one of the good names. I think it's like a Beruvier and Torso or something like that.
What do you think? This one's mid-century, a little bit earlier?
Yeah, it's probably around 1930s.
1940s?
Yeah,
Okay.
right there, yeah, right around
30s,
there.
40s,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very rare to find the nice color, the blue, with the lattice work, and then the gold with the applied grapes on it. Perfect piece. Excuse me.
Yes.
We're interested in your lamp.
Sure.
What is the best price on the lamp?
I could do 90.
Dude. All right, I think we need a powwow. When I first walked over there and saw the tag, it was $135. I would have paid the $135 for it. I mean, that's like cheap for a beautiful Murano glass lamp.
I feel like we should do that.
Right? I mean, that's...
We can make
I would buy that lamp in a second for 90 bucks.
All right.
All right, cool. I got a question for you.
When we get closer to 70, we really need to make some money on it.
75.
75 would take it right now.
Sure.
All right,
money.
we're gonna take it for 75.
Okay.
Sweet. To get it at the price we got, $75, it's like a steal. It's a bargain.
That's teamwork.
That's teamwork. That's good. I'm very happy with that.
Yes,
right
me
there.
too.
Meanwhile,
I'd like to find something garden because it's spring,
Oh my
it's
gosh,
May.
I've seen so many garden
So
things.
any...
Miller and John are as focused as ever.
Is it me?
It's you. Where did you get the fire hydrant? That's wonderful.
I'm kind of afraid. What is it? The tortoise and the hare?
I was going to say the tortoise in the hare. Speed doesn't win.
I know, but I'm a little concerned. Do you think we should step it off?
Yeah. Come over here. Luggage is always
I know, but look at that.
bizarre. That's okay.
I think the leather's cooler.
All right, let's keep looking.
You
Said
do.
475.
Oh my gosh, forget it. Walk away now.
They're $1,400 for
I knew
a pair.
that. Come on, John.
Bummer. Yes, they
How
would
much?
put it
How much are you
in
asking?
a store. Here's something about it.
No, this ain't gonna do it. John is just looking at things that are way out of our price range.
Miller!
Okay, what are we gonna do? I'm getting worried.
I want to go down the
I
center
thought
aisle.
you knew this place. Brimfield. That's all I heard from you.
Can you get a little bit more hyper? Just a little bit more. Okay, we got to do something now. You want to go for the luggage?
For the luggage.
Okay, let's go find the luggage. We've got 85 on it. What can we do? Do 50?
No.
50. Got a good buy.
Woo!
We know how well our pickers buy, but now let's see how well they sell.
We'll go up right over here.
Let's go to the road.
Will our teams make a profit on what they bought, or are they going to take a loss?
What do you think we can sell it for?
I'm going to put it up at 150 and see what we negotiate.
Okay.
The strategy is, when you show it to him, we look in his eyes, and we see what he has to say with his eyes.
Yeah,
And
totally.
then we'll tell him.
Perfect.
Come on, who wants to buy a trunk? Piece of luggage, vintage luggage, 150. 150. Look at this. Fabulous piece of vintage luggage.
Wait, John, I think we better figure out whose booth we're going to.
No, we're just going to go on the road and sell this on the road.
Okay, but...
You kidding me?
Let's backtrack a minute, because I just saw somebody I know over there who's another big buyer. You want to check out our lamp?
Sure.
All right. Like Peruvier and Torso, nice Italian glass.
Nice, looks like Venetian.
Right.
How much you ask?
250.
50? I do like 1.5.
Oh, 1.5's a little tight. How about 2?
175.
Oh, man. That's going to leave us kind of really close.
It's really, really tight.
I really can't do 2.
You want to let it go for that money? What do you want to do?
Well, I want to sell it. How about 180?
All right.
All right.
All right.
That's fine.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I know you're a big buyer. That's why we came to see you. I know you
Thank
buy
you.
tons of stuff. Turned it right around just like it was supposed to do. Made a little bit of money. I was out on the field.
A good team.
That was a good job. Good job.
Okay, hello.
Ooh, it's the same.
Hi, is this your booth?
Yes.
Aren't these nice? Look, we've got, would you like to buy this from us?
We have another
We have
one.
an amazing suitcase for sale.
Look at this, how it matches yours.
Very nice.
You want to buy
For a
this and add
special
to
deal.
Yeah, but I didn't sell mine. What I gonna do with that?
it? But if you add them all together,
Oh, maybe $100.
Oh, gosh.
It's a good.
make it 125, we got to do.
I cannot.
Oh, come on. You want it for 100?
Yes.
Okay, you got it for 100.
Yay,
Done.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you. Deal.
You did good deal.
Cool.
Okay. And somebody gonna like it. Either I keep it myself. So I'm so glad I got it anyway.
Now it's time to shop till you stop. It's an untimed round where our pickers can buy 1 or 2 items, but no more than that. The round begins now.
Well, kind of concerned about my morning target round piece. So I really need to go for a winner this afternoon. That way I'm gonna make a big profit. Oh, and what about this piece?
That's Owens, also from Ohio. That's an artist signed piece by Frank Farrell.
What are you asking for this?
$13.25.
Ooh, okay. You have any new
Those are right here.
Isn't that lovely?
These are, of course, a little bit expensive, but they're all hand-carved pieces and one of a kind.
Okay.
That's the Newcomb College cipher on the bottom.
Okay, I think I'm gonna take some photographs to think about some things. Is that all right?
Absolutely.
If I had my choice, this is what I would buy. So right now, this is my best bet is the Newcomb, but I don't know how willing she is to work with me. You know, definitely send the Newcomb.
According to our rules, each picker is allowed to call an appraiser at the auction house in Cincinnati where their items will be sold. Miller is the first to exercise this option.
Let's see if this went through. Hi, Diane, how are you?
Hey, Miller, I think you missed the JP.
The JP? Is that the junk pile?
The jackpot.
Woo!
Usually have something with this bowl. And as long as you buy it right, I think it could do between 3,000 and 5,000. And you can never know. I mean, it could really fly.
Wow, this is music to my ears.
Yes, indeed. If you buy it right, you got it.
Yay, I'm gonna make this happen. Okay, wish me luck.
Not so fast, Miller, and maybe not so lucky either. The price on that Newcomb bowl is $3,550, and all you have left is $1,840.
Okay, I'm getting ready to go over there and count all my cash, so I'm prepared to go in and negotiate with Maxine. I'm going to just lay it all out there and tell her and see if she'll work with me. She seems like a nice lady, and I hope she will. Okay, let's talk about the Newcomb.
Okay.
What's your asking price again in this?
I can do 29, which is a fair price.
Wow, would you be willing to take 18 cash?
I doubt it, but let me look.
I mean, it's cash, it's an offer, you never know.
I know.
Yeah, you never know for sure, and Maxine is making it seem as if Miller still has a shot at this Newcomb bowl by checking her record books to confirm her absolute bottom line. But after more than 30 years selling antiques, Maxine Weitz is smart enough to know that keeping a prospective buyer in your booth can be a game changer.
Can't do it. I wish I could.
You can't do 18?
No.
There's nothing you can do for that, for the Newcomb.
I mean, I can't get to that figure. I wish I could, but I paid a lot for it.
Darn. The Newcomb just didn't work out, and I understand. She's got to meet her price line. She'd rather sit on it than lose money on the deal.
Some dealers wouldn't have been so polite rebuffing Miller's lowball offer. But being gruff can be rough on sales if an interested buyer walks away.
So, any other Newcomb pieces here that I can afford?
Nope.
Would you take 17 for that?
Let me see. I can do that on the groovy for you.
You can?
Yep.
Okay. I like the form, I like the shape of that groovy vase. I like the color, I like the glaze. It's an attractive piece.
When you get into groovy, you want, the really desirable multi-colors, but then those prices go way, way up. And we're talking up in the thousands. So this is a good example, but it's not a really unusual example.
As savvy as Maxine is, she may have just made a bad move giving Miller a tutorial on why this groovy vase isn't a very special piece. You know what's gonna happen now?
Okay, can we do 15?
I thought they already agreed on the price. Let's rewind the clock and find out.
Would you take 17 for that?
I can do that on the groovy for you.
You can?
Yep.
Okay.
By giving her honest assessment of this vase, Maxine gave Miller an opening to renegotiate, and Miller did what any market warrior would do. She took it.
17.
Can we do 16?
16.50.
16.50? What's the 15? Can we do 16? I really need that $50.
You do? Why?
Yes. I'm in this competition, and I've got fierce competition.
You'll do good with that.
I don't know. They said my numbers, my bottom line was 15, so I'm already being generous going up to 16.
16.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know, I'm hoping that this is my winning piece, because I don't feel it for the other piece this morning.
Let's go do a little shopping. Talk to me about this.
I know nothing about this sign. All I know is that I like it.
How much do you have on that?
$3.25 on it.
It's pretty interesting. So at this point, I've got to confer with Diana Cowan. So I've taken a picture and I'm sending it to her and see what she thinks of it. Hey Diane, John Bruno from Market Warriors. So what do you think of it?
Usually great advertising pieces with a brand on them.
Okay.
I would say keep looking.
Okay.
The audience here is looking for better than that.
Okay, well that's what I needed to know.
I'm glad Diane told John what he needed to hear. I have no doubt he thinks that sign is nifty enough to hang in his own house. But is it nifty enough to lure bidders in Cincinnati? Uh-oh, what's he on to now?
I gotta ask you about this. What is it?
It'd be an apple sorter.
Oh, what would you do with it today?
No idea. You'd put it in the front room and it'd be up.
Oh, what's
What
it?
is it?
Yeah, it's a great conversation piece. How much you asking for it?
$145.
Take 100 even?
Cash?
Cash.
Sure.
Good. I like this. It's unique and it's only $100. And my instincts are good on this.
Wait, something else has caught John's eye. Maybe he's found something more in line with what bidders in Cincinnati would want to buy.
This is fabulous. It's a tobacco press.
And maybe not.
Oh, that's just absolutely fabulous.
I think it's time for another reality check.
Yeah, Diane, I got a couple of things I need to talk about.
I'm not sure what it is.
It's an apple sorter.
I would say this is a reach.
Okay, well, that's fair.
And how about the tobacco press? Hello, Diane.
I'm reaching. I'm reaching.
Oh, you're killing me. You got to educate your customers to have a sense of whimsy. Come on.
That is so John Bruno. If bidders won't like it, they need to learn to like it. But I'm not sure how much profit there is in John's idea of whimsy.
All right, Diane. Thank you, darling. Okay. They're putting a kibosh on it. I'm sorry, Doctor. See you in Texas.
All right.
I'm getting destroyed by the folks at Cowan, but I have to listen to them. So I've got to go with them. I've got to get into the Monday world again. So we're just going to keep shopping until we find something. I want to make this week John Bruno's week. You know, Kevin, I love him, but yeah, he's got his finger on the pulse of the dull, unfortunately. So I've got to go and play dull for a little while. But I'm going to beat him. I know I will.
You notice how Bob and Miller aren't even factors for John? Wait until they hear this.
Come talk to me. You had some great cabinets over here. Tell me about these. This is a medicine-type chest?
Medicine-type chest, mm-hmm.
Now that I like.
You see the license plate on that sign?
I see the license plate
yes,
on the Burma-shaped sign.
There were states in the Union, in order to hang a sign, you had to have a permit license.
I did not know that.
Nope, neither did we.
It would be nice to have a piece of advertising and something that's usable. $2.45 and $2.95. What can you do on the sign?
I can do $2.50 on the sign.
$2.50 on the sign, and you've got $2.45 on this. What can you do on
I
that?
can do $2 on that.
So that's $4.50.
That would be $4.50. Mm-hmm. We are both good at math.
Yeah, so far. We're both good at math. If you really want to be good at math, I want to do 400.
I know you do.
Do me 400. Oh, come on, do me 400.
I really can't.
Come on,
These are two of my absolute bestest pieces.
400.
I have to make money.
Do something.
All right, I'll meet you halfway.
4 1/4?
4 1/4.
2 pieces?
2 pieces. It's a
Thank
deal.
you. Give me a hug.
Okay.
You're a lot of fun. You're fun to play with.
Okay.
You're good. You're good. All right. I picked 2 items that I think are going to sell at a reasonable price and make you a decent profit. Thank you, baby.
And he didn't even call Diane to check these items out. I guess he couldn't handle any more rejections.
Excellent, excellent.
He may end up regretting he didn't take his own good advice.
I'm getting destroyed by the folks at Cowan, but I have to listen to them.
I'm going to head back over to Mays because that's where all the dealers are that I know personally, and I know that's where I can get deals. It's the end of the day. I'm going to see it as an opportunity. to get some end of the day bargains. Sometimes packing up is an opportunity, and sometimes packing up is really the end of the day. I also know some people at booth 220, which I'd love to try to find them. Do you know if 220 was over there?
This is 237, so 220 should be. Yeah.
Yeah, 220. They packed up already. The dealers are packing up and leaving. So I do have a sense of urgency, and it's overcast and rain is coming.
Now Bob is stuck in the middle of a field where dealers are leaving, and he's got no plan B.
These, awesome.
You can tell he's nervous because he's looking at shoes. Browsing for personal items is a way some market warriors handle anxiety. It's kind of like the flea market equivalent of reaching for a pint of ice cream.
They fit, they're yours. Keep them, take them.
Are you serious?
Wrap them up, they're out of here. Take them home.
Thank you so much,
you
man.
You got it, man. If the shoe fits, wear it.
And I so appreciate it.
You got it,
Thank
brother.
you so
You
much.
got it,
That was
man.
really nice
You
of
got
you.
it.
Awesome.
Now Bob has even less time and fewer dealers to help him out. But hey, free shoes.
They have some beautiful things. The thing about that guy's stuff is that they were all reproductions. They looked good from the outside, but once I picked them up and looked on the other side, forget about it. I didn't want to start feeling desperate, so I took a moment and centered myself and just told myself that it was all going to work out, as it always does. I made a turn, and I saw this lamp. It's like the lamp my grandmother gave me.
You should see it lit up.
They're wonderful, yes. My grandmother gave me hers, and it's so beautiful.
It is beautiful. Absolutely is.
See? That's the one that my grandmother gave me.
Aren't they gorgeous? Wow.
My grandfather's brother gave it to my grandmother and grandfather as an anniversary gift. And I always admired it as a little boy. And then when my grandmother thought it was time and I had my first place that wasn't a dormitory, she brought it to me and I've had it ever since. This lamp is what led me to the booth. How much is the painted chest? Frankly, I didn't see the painted chests. It wasn't until I engaged the woman in conversation that I saw them.
I do 250.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
And then this one, what's the story with this?
This I just bought years ago. Same thing, years ago.
Look at the beautiful age inside here.
Oh, it's gorgeous. And it has the little mouse hole.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, there's a little mouse hole.
I love that.
I always buy stuff with mouse holes.
Really?
Yes, I love stuff with mice.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the handles are beautiful too.
Yes.
Painted furniture is definitely under the category of folk art. It wasn't always done by someone who's a professional artist, and painted furniture is highly collectible. And the colors on these two pieces are absolutely incredible. If I wanted to buy both.
Would I do better?
Yeah.
I'll do 45 on that. And I still want the 250.
Would you do 230 on this? And 40 on this?
What do you think? I don't mind doing the 40 on that, but I've got so much money in it.
I just need a little bit.
Same thing. You know what I'm saying? It all balances out.
Yeah, okay.
So say yes.
Yes, she said I should say yes.
Like many dealers, Jocelyn Sickles and her daughter Wendy McGillis are more flexible on price when they're packing up because they'd rather have fewer things to bring back with them. This was Jocelyn's first time selling at Brimfield in 15 years.
So this is 230 and this is 40.
Right.
Okay. Got yourself a deal.
Got myself a deal.
Yes.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you. I came here in a maze thinking I was going to buy more art pottery, and I stumbled across two pieces of really beautiful painted furniture. Primitive, gorgeous, great prices, and I know that they're going to sell, and I know they're going to sell for a profit.
This far.
I can't tell you what a pleasure it is to do business with you.
Oh, I'm so...
You know, that lamp is what drew me in. And then for me, seeing my grandmother's lamp, it centers me, it puts me in the right frame of mind, and I get to have an authentic interaction with a beautiful woman who has great stuff, has a great eye, and had a great sense of humor. For me, there's a connection. I knew that it was right. Thank you.
How you doing?
Hey, what's happening?
What, you set up here?
Yeah.
Where's your booth?
New England Motel.
How you doing, man? Good to see you. It is nice to see you. It's actually a guy I compete with at auctions all the time. But, you know, there's competition, but there's also camaraderie. It's all the same, you know? Good guy.
Even though Kevin Bruno may know more dealers here than most of his opponents, it isn't helping him find good deals.
Here they come again.
That's a good piece of Tiffany.
In fact, being a bit of a know-it-all may actually be hurting him.
What's that weigh, about 3.5 ounces?
Yeah, maybe 4 ounces.
Right, so it's $1.50 an ounce.
No, it's 110 an ounce. It's 450.
450, I'm sorry, yeah.
But I can't seem to find that form. It's a very, very unique form.
That can be both good.
It's good.
And both bad when you can't find other ones to match.
What else do you want me to show you? Here's the thing you ought to take a chance on right here. It's a circus thing. It's a paddle, okay?
Right.
That you take out this and you put a explosive charge in.
Oh, no kidding.
Interesting how he's trying to sell Kevin an object used to deliver a good spanking. How? You think he's trying to tell him something?
Cool, man. Good luck to you. We're gonna go take a walk around and see what else we can find.
Have a great day.
Hey, thanks.
Nice seeing you.
Nice stuff. How are you? Good. How you doing?
Man?
I'm doing all right. Got a lot of cool stuff. Who's this big one right here?
That's Quizelle 3750.
Wow. Beauty, huh? Mm-hmm. All right. Hey, thanks. You got some great stuff
you. I
here.
appreciate it, man.
Sweet. Hey, what's the deal with this photo? Carl Moon.
It's Carl Moon. It's signed on glass.
Yeah.
It's called an Oratone or Gold Tone. You know, he documented the Native Americans.
Yeah.
But that one's a special thing. That's like on glass.
How much is something like this?
That's $9.50.
I'm just checking out. I want to check out what these sell for. You know, I got to buy stuff and put it in Cowan's auction out in the Midwest.
Yep.
And they kind of
you
look
do well.
You know, they're looking for this type of stuff. And, you know, I don't normally buy this type of stuff. If I can make money, maybe we can make a deal. Sure. Who's one of the #1 sellers of these in the country? But Cowan's Auction Gallery. They have all the listings for them. And they're selling Oratones for over $3,000 a piece. It's an original.
Yeah, absolutely. Never been out of the frame.
And what's the best you do on that one?
$7.50 to you.
I'm on a budget. What would be the absolute best on the Oratone?
$7.50 is the best one.
You couldn't go $6.50 on that one?
I wouldn't. That's good. That's, you know.
Meet me in the middle at 7 cash?
I'll do 7 cash.
All right, I'll buy it for 700 cash. Okay. I am seriously stoked right now. You don't always have to know everything. You just have to know how to figure out what you're looking at. Got the Carl Moon signature engraved right in the Oratone. The back with the original Carl Moon label. All original, never out of the frame, the real deal. I think we're gonna make really good money on this.
Good luck with that.
Thank you very much, man.
Seems to me Kevin has this competition wrapped up. It was a lucky break for him to stumble upon this Oratone. And even though photography isn't his specialty, he knew enough to do some research. What a bonus that the auction house in Cincinnati is one of the leading authorities on Carl Moon Oratones. Let's review what each of our pickers bought and how much they spent. Here are John Bruno's lots. A Lenore Asbury vase designed for Rookwood, a painted medicine chest, and a Burma Shave advertising sign. Miller's lots consist of a small Van Briggle pot and a green Groovy vase. Bob's lots include a Villeroy and Bosch vase, a small painted trunk, and a large painted chest. For Kevin, there's the Van Briggle lamp and the Carl Moon Oratone. Now it's on to Cincinnati, where all of their items will be sold at Cowan's Auctions. Potential bidders are reviewing our pickers' items in addition to hundreds of other lots that will be sold at the same auction. Watching the bidding from behind the scenes will be all 4 of our pickers. But before they do, they each have the option to choose one item to remove from the auction block. The choice is strategic. Do any of them have buyer's remorse when it comes to what they bought or how much they spent? Let's find out.
So is everybody good with what they bought?
I don't know. I think I might pull my Van Briggle, the smaller piece.
I would definitely pull it.
I think I would too.
I would too. I'm thinking probably it's going to bring 100.
It's up to you.
It's up to you.
I think I'm going to pull it.
So you're going to auction with one thing.
Putting all your eggs in one basket.
Why not?
All right. Yeah, I'm staying. I'm just not an expert on Oratones.
Neither am I.
I hope it's right.
Okay.
Right, I'm staying.
Let's give it a shot.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Remember, as a result of the bonus round, the profit John and Miller made on the suitcase they bought and sold starts each of them off with $25 in the black. And the profit Bob and Kevin made on the Venetian glass lamp they bought and sold starts each of them off at $52.50 in the black. With online bidders ready and waiting, here we go.
The Van Briggle Damsel of Damascus lamp. And $100 here, please. $100 for the Van Briggle. $50 and start.
Don't look good.
50, 75, bid 75. Is there a bid of 75? I'll take 65 and try that. 65, 75, 75, 85, okay? 85, in or out at 85. Thank you, 85, now 95. And now asking $105 from anyone else. Sold, $95, 161.
$95.
Junk.
162, the decorative medicine cabinet in blue paint. $50 here to start, please. 50, 75, now 100, now 125, now 1.5. 175, sir, okay? 200, 175 and now 200, bid 200, 175 on the floor asking 200. Last call at 175 asking 2.
Breaking my heart.
And sold to bidder number 203.
Bummer.
Broke even. You broke even.
Broke even.
Yeah.
The vase with the snowdrop shape. I like this piece of German pottery an awful lot. Start the bidding at $100. Any interest at $100? $50. 50, 75, now 100, now 1 1/4, 125, 125, 150, 150 to the phone. 175, great piece. 175.
It's pushing it.
200, 2 1/4. Sam, back to your bidder. 225 to the net now.
Wow.
Two only's bid, asking 2 1/4. Sold $200, bidder number 849 to our phone bidder.
We break even.
Okay.
We both break even.
Another few items to go here.
Ready to rock and roll.
The Burma Shave advertising sign. I used to see them all the time when I was a kid. 100, bid 100. Is there a bid of $100 to start here? How about 50 and start? 50, 75, bid 75. Any interest at $100? 75 only is bid, asking 100.
Damn.
Well, we all threw at 75 then, last call. Sold 75 your way, sir. 198.
Not easy.
Lot 160, the tool chest in mustard paint. And $50 here, please, to start. 50, 75.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, your profit, damn.
50, 75, bid 75, now 100. Now 100, now 125. 125, in or out. 125, 150, ma'am, 150. 175. I'll need 175 to advance, or we threw at $150. Sold 150 your way, ma'am, 173. Thank you.
Wow, you're rocking it.
Yeah, you're fat, Bob. That's
You're
cool.
on fire.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that my Groovy vase is going to do well in the next round.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Hold
let's
on tight.
watch.
Groovy.
Great piece of rookwood here, the Lenore Asbury rookwood vase. 300, 3 1/4, 325, 350, 375, 375, 400, 425, 450, 475, new bidder, 500, 5.5.
Go to hundreds, go to hundreds.
550, 600, 600, 650, 650, 700. 700, well worth it, 700, 750, now 800. 8 to the phones, 800. In or out at 800?
Oh, come on.
850, ma'am. 850 to you.
She was the pusher.
So we all threw at 800, asking 850. 850. 900.
Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going.
850 once.
Oh.
Twice. And selling for $850 to 161.
It's okay.
Oh, here you go.
Lot number 166, the Groovy piece. Great piece of Groovy pottery here.
Okay.
And let's start the bidding here at $1,000, please. $1,000 for the Groovy. Any interest at 1,000? 750, 800, I'll take it. 800, 850, 900. It ought to bring 1,500.
You wanted to bring more than that.
950, 1,000, 11, 1,100, 1,100. Only 1,000 is bid. 11, 1,200, 1,300, 1,300. 12 only is bid, asking 1,300. Great piece of Groovy here. And we all threw at 1,200. Sold $1,200.
We both take it in the chin with the pottery.
Yep.
painted blanket chest. This is, of course, is an old blanket chest. It's been repainted, but still a nice decorative chest. And how about $100 here, please? 100, 1 1/2 and 175. Bid 175, 175, and now 200. 200, 2 1/4, 2 1/2, Sam. 250, 275, 275, and now 300.
Oh, you're up.
Whoa.
For repainted?
3 1/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/2.
Keep going.
350, 375, 375, and now 400.
Absolutely.
Thank you. 425.
Yes.
425, 450, 450, 475, 475, and now 500. Only money, 5 1/2
Wow.
to you, sir.
Come on, you won
550. 600.
Yes, 600.
Asking 600. Are we all through at $550? Sold 550.
Whoa.
Wow.
That was really good. Nice
Wow.
job.
Ooh.
Well done.
Lot number 168. I'm rejecting this Carl Moon photograph.
Oh my gosh.
Because this is a total fake.
Really?
It's a copy of an original Carl Moon photograph. In fact, this is not an Oratone. I can tell that it's not because Carl Moon's name is engraved into cover glass. The other thing that's the dead giveaway is when you look at the back of this, see how this is sort of meant to look like it's old? And then there's a leather label here with Carl Moon's name and his address. Carl Moon never used that.
Whoa. Everyone I researched had that same tag on the back.
Darn.
And the winner is Bob Richter.
Bobby.
Congratulations, Bob.
Thank you.
Way to go.
Thank you.
Good
Thanks.
job.
Good man.
Thank you.
Good work.
Wow.
Wow.
The rookie at Brimfield did really well.
I have to say, I just fell in love with that painted furniture. I felt really good about
You
it.
did really good.
I won. I really won. And it feels great.
You did really good. I did horrible. In my heart, I can't believe it's a fake. I can't believe I messed up $700. I really thought I did my due diligence on it. I don't even know what to say. What was I looking at? It just doesn't make sense to me right now.
Don't beat yourself up too much, Kevin. This forgery is extremely well done. Fakes like this have fooled even photography experts. Dealer Lon Manning was more mortified than you when he heard the Oratone wasn't right. His first reaction was a commitment to refund the total purchase price.
We purchased the painted toolbox. I just like the worn appearance on it, and you know, it's a nice little size that you can put anywhere and use for a lot of different things. So
she likes unusual little artifacts that, of Americana that we like to put around the house, and it fits in with our motif of our house.
we hadn't seen them because there weren't pictures of them in the catalog, so we came to check them out in person and kind of, you know, almost on a whim buy them.
Sold 150 your way, ma'am?
The rookwood vase I purchased today is very unusual because of the size, the glaze that it has. This piece is artist signed. There's a lot of nice different variations in the collars that are very important.
And selling for $850 to $161.
There's some money left in this piece. I can either put this in my collection or I could switch it out for another piece or sell this piece and make some money on it. There's some value left there.